Football League. This is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. The throw completed by May. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigbo. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers gain of 30. And the Steeler first down.
Here's Walker running right. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have second down behind the sticks. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Jones now on 3rd down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. At the 20. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Arrowhead on the other side. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, 1st and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Jones trying to get after the pick. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
At the 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Count up, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Daniel Jones with a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. You just put on a show.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's a return from the 7. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup. It's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Von Miller.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
May now. He rolls to his right. He can run it. Shoots away from one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Before the play clock can expire, we've got a timeout called by Andy Reid. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Finds him over the middle. He gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's May again. Flush down out to his left. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's got it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Steelers 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He throws a bullet deep to their... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over at the 41-yard line. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Ready, what's that?
Off the play action, May. Look at that power, deep left side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Steelers take possession in the shadow of their own end zone. They're at the 4-yard line. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, here's Jones. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
3rd and long for him here. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now it's Jones off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Jones now to throw. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Buying some time right. Now here, ball is out, May lost it. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that?
May now from the gun. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the third. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Jones escapes the pocket. He's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. That's complete inside the 35. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's the Steelers with it and trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
19, 18. Cougar 19.
Jones on first down. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in a hurry up here.
19 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Fights his way through a tackle. And the Chiefs get it as he makes his third interception of this game. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's the Chiefs' first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They go play action. Here's May. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Second and 16 at the 18-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 7. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What's that? What's that?
They're going to pass it here. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
37-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10.
Setting up to pass.
Pittsburgh.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Steeler first down.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. And it sets up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Back to throw. Caught on the comeback route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down, Steelers.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Again, Jones to the air. Going all the way to the end zone here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Ewart. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And he's out of bounds up across the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Your front. Ready, what's that?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, what's up?
Back to the well again. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Right to the air. It's Jones. His first throw is an interception. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumps early looking to block that kick. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Seahawks nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So second down coming up. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Brought in right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action now with Jones. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here we go.
And bring a tight end in motion right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lower the deficit to a single possession. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting at the 10. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks take over a little ways beyond midfield. They're at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Forced out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It is caught left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at first down here. To the air once more. Here's Jones. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now give to Dowdle. He's running left. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. May now from the gun. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's May. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. That one's caught by Jefferson. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the gun, it's May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10. Here's May. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Here's May on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
May trying again here on 2nd. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
May now on 3rd down. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Crazy, crazy. Throw us up.
Here's May again. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go. Saturday Lion.
And center receiver left.
Go.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Crazy, crazy. Five.
May finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that?
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Corey Gallis connects. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Into a crowd, and intercepted. He's out in the clear. And the Chiefs have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And now it's second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
This is Dowdle on second down. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
May on first and 10. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Crazy. Good son. Crazy. Hey, what's up?
From the red zone on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hey, what's up? Hey, here you go. Hey, what's up?
Back to the air. It's May. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chased out to his right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Roy Gallis connects. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Two set of downs for him from the 31. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
60 Bison. Come back team.
Jones going to do it himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
Jones now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Looking to throw. And they got home. Sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Right, here we go, throw it.
First down throw for May. Headed out right. Brought in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Here. Last one. Hey, what's that?
6. On the draw, it's Dowdle. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
26, Seahawks 14. Rigoberto
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Can't happen. Now, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner.